Hi, Evilites. It is I, Eve. I am back with more Clan Gen and back with more of Wishclan. And we're going to be going back where we left off. So far, this is what Wishclan looks like. So, not many cats. And I need a sip of them. Okay, good. So here are the cats here. And right now, current paw is, currently bloodthirsty, but who knows, maybe she'll grow out of that. I don't know why she's trying to impress Flickerpaw. Okay, so patrols. Let's do some training. While Frostpaw and Windstar are out walking, Frostpaw seems preoccupied. When Windstar brings their patrol to a halt and asks what's wrong, he reveals he's been having a hard time sleeping. His dreams are filled with shadows and images. Proceed. That honestly sounds like it could be a vision. That's unusual. Windstar is sure it hasn't been fun for Frostpaw to deal with that on top of his training, but it's not a bad thing. Those connected to StarClan in such ways are rare and have been instrumental in protecting Wishclan in the past. Okay, this is the current prey. Okay, let's send Aster Whisper on a patrol first. Okay, hopefully I don't regret. I hope I don't regret this. Or wait, hold on. Actually, I'll bring. Let's have these three go on a patrol. Nope. I don't want to. I don't. No. I don't want to risk it. Olivac heads out to find Tansy, scenting in the air for its sharp smell and eyes on the lookout for Tansy's strange orb-like yellow flowers that Greenleaf has brought out in abundance. Proceed. The yellow dewdrops shining merrily in the distance guide Olive back into the Tansy patch, where she takes a good harvest. Okay, that's good. Herb gathering. Jasmine Tail notices that the moss in the medicine cat den is getting old. She needs to go and gather some more. Ooh, that is unlucky. Okay, let's have these two hunt together. As the patrol spreads out to hunt, Flickerpaw admits he thinks he had a vision from StarClan last night. No one can make sense of the vision. Okay. Okay, that's everyone. Let's see. No outsiders. Okay. Okay. Okay, right now it is Greenleaf. So time skip 1 moon. And now it's Leafball. Okay. Abuko Fire has gotten rid of all of her fleas. Okay. Oliveback and Flickerpaw talk about what they see in the clouds. Okay, and Sardine Freckle keeps yawning during Oliveback's story. Ooh, oh boy. Okay, so Windstar is sharing a piece of fresh kill with Astro Whisper. Okay, good. Windstar, wanting to help keep her clanmates in shape and ready for anything, woke Astro Whisper, Abuko Fire, Frostpaw, and Sardine Freckle up early for morning stretches. Okay. Windstar and Astro Whisper trip over the same twig in camp. And Frostpaw lets Abuko Fire know that a clanmate was talking badly about her. Aw. Currentpaw takes Abuko Fire's side, while Abuko Fire is in a debate. Okay. Astro Whisper approves of Frostpaw's recent efforts. Aw. Jasmine Tail thinks that Currentpaw is acting overly dramatic lately. Suntooth gets excellent advice from Astro Whisper about something they had been worrying about. Brotherly love right there. Okay, so... And Sardine Freckle is prancing around in front of Astro Whisper. Oh? Flickerpaw walks by Abuko Fire, mumbling something about a clanmate with a sour expression. Currentpaw and Jasmine Tail accidentally startle one another. Okay? When Frostpaw tells Astro Whisper about a goal he has, Astro Whisper snickers at it. Okay, so... Oh, she's starting to like Astro Whisper. Ooh. Okay. Fine. Windstar is building up a fellow clanmate's confidence in battle, is assessing the clan's physical strength and readiness for potential threats. Okay. And Oliveback senses Foggy Patch is nearby. Oh! And Jasmine Tail is interpreting an omen. And Abuko Fire is so proud of Frostpaw. Aww. And Suntooth is in the medicine cat den. Sardine Freckle cleans the clearing of fallen leaves. And Flickerpaw cleans... Okay. And Curpaw is exhausted after a patrol. Okay. And Frostpaw gets lost on a patrol. Okay. Oh, let's see how the dead cats are doing. Oh, probably trying to steer Currentpaw away from the darkness, I'm guessing. Because the clan is already small. We don't need any more traitors trying to seize power. Is thinking about his ancient ancestors. And Lavender Pool wants to send a message to Windstar. And Foggy Patch is sharing fresh kill with Pine Kit. Aww. He's I feel like he will be one of those cats in Star Clan that sort of um that looks after the younger kits in Star Clan. Like a big brother. And Freeze Shade is wondering about Two Legs. Freeze Shade and Stem Freckle. Oh wait. Hold up. Hold up. Freeze Shade. Oh wait, no. No, it's too long for that. Okay. I was just thinking I could have headcanon that he's actually the father of those kits, Current Paw and Frost Paw, but then I think no, he's been dead longer than that. He couldn't have, well, unless they were his grandkids. And Stem Freckle wishes he could speak to old friends. And Pine Kid is imagining what it'd be like to be a mediator. Oh, like his mom. Oh yeah, gotta see what the Dark Forest is up to. And Sunbird is fighting with another member of the Dark Forest. Image. And Hamish Slashes wonders what Olive Back would think if she saw him now. And Wingpel wants to lure new cats to train here. Okay. Windstar suggests this might be a good chance to practice new fighting techniques with Frostpaw. Proceed. Windstar takes charge and coordinates exercises for the duo. They practice how to weave around an opponent, feeling more and more confident in their teamwork. The warrior praises how quickly Frostpaw picks it up, and the apprentice comes back to camp fluffed up with pride. Okay. Go hunting. Eyes glowing with the last rays of the sunset, the small hunting party heads out into the gathering dusk. Sometimes hunts just go bad. It's no one's fault, but today is one of those times. The cats console one another as they walk home. Aww. Let's put them on a hunting patrol Do I risk it? Do I risk it? Proceed. Two late kids scare the patrol away. Okay. Okay, got some burdock. That's good. Okay. Change the priorities to feeding the clan. Better be prepared for a leaf bear. Okay. Time skip 1 moon. Windsor had a bad fall while taking a walk through the territory and comes back to camp quite sore. Ooh. Oliveback and Jasmine Tail strive to be like one another. Aww. Oliveback convinces Frostpaw to help her pull a prank on a clanmate. Okay then. Oliveback is a child at heart, so Windstar is taken aback by one of Sardine Freckles' comments. Okay, so Suntooth seems respectful of Windstar's boundaries as of late. Okay, that's good. And a buko fire protects Suntooth from something on a patrol. And Aster Whisper says he hopes a buko fire has a nice day. Okay. Aster Whisper and Jasmine Tail spend the morning telling interesting stories. Jasmine Tail and Aster Whisper agree about something trivial. And Suntooth stretched in front of Currantpaw. Currantpaw didn't get a great view. Okay. And Jasmine Tail did an embarrassing prank on Sardine Freckles' friend. Ooh. And Sardine Freckle got a weird look on her face when Flickerpaw approached her. Okay. And when tucking in for the night, Currantpaw saw that Jasmine Tail fixed her nest. Aw. So then Frostpaw learns that Aster Whisper told a clanmate one of his secrets. Ooh. Okay. Let's see here. Okay. And okay, Flickerpaw is 12 moons old. Is hoping his name will end in Claw. Okay, so, and Windstar is thinking about what to say at the gathering, and Aster Whisper got startled by a squirrel, and Oliveback is crushing leaves under her paws. And Jasmine Tail stays composed when treating a severe injury, and a buko fire is crushing leaves under. Okay, and Suntooth is clearing of fallen leaves. And Sardine Freckle wants to be chosen as the new deputy. Okay. Little ambitious there. And Flickerpaw is hoping his name will end. Okay. And Currantpaw is thinking about her life choices. And Frostpaw thinks that he is the fiercest fighter in the clan. Alright then. Suntooth knows exactly how to take advantage of the growing gloom, giving the rest of the patrol a couple of ideas that tip the balance from a successful patrol to an astonishing, outstanding one, and a huge amount of prey is brought to Kep. Yay! Ooh, look at that. Let's go on border patrol. No, I don't want to lose any cat. Okay, got some goldenrod. Leafall holds the last chances to stock up on herbs that will die off in Leaf Bear, and Jasmine Tail heads out to gather fresh mallow for the stores. Seed. The soft, rose-like scent of the mallow bushes drifts around Jasmine Tail as she works. She snips off clumps of large, fuzzy, three-nubbed leaves, and the occasional pink flower to be taken back to camp. Okay. Okay, let's see. And patrol, or already done the patrols. Okay. So events. Oh wait, no, I should check. You dead? I was wondering if Flickerpaw will go to this Darkland or a Dark Forest. I wondered that too. And let's see the Dark Forest. Okay. Time skip one moon. Ceremony. Suntooth sits in the crowd, chest puffed out in pride as they watch Flickerpaw be named Flickerpatch and honored for his fortitude. They consider themselves lucky to have been able to train such an amazing young cat and looks forward to seeing the warrior he becomes. Windstar is no longer sore. Okay, that's good. Suntooth... Wait, oh, I missed what... Flickerpatch. Okay. Suntooth helps Olive Back pick burrs out of her fur. And... Let's see, Olive Back and Astar Whisper have to break up a fight between their clanmates. And Windstar knows that Suntooth would be saved before her during an emergency. Well, you're the one who's got 9 lives, Windstar. And Windstar does not take current pause correction on something she said very well. A buko fire prevents something from falling on current paw. Okay. A buko fire appreciates Sardine Freckle's helpful attitude. And Astar Whispers tells Sardine Freckle that there is so much to see in the world. And Flickerpaw has been getting on Jasmine Tail's nerves as of late. And Current Paw does something that makes Suntooth stay a little happier. And Sardine Freckle realizes that she misunderstood something Abuko Fire said. And Olive Back surprises Flickerpatch with something nice. Current Paw wants to greet Astar Whisper when he returns from a patrol. Frostpaw feels a little safer when Windstar joins them in the clearing. Okay. I never wish to return to her old kitty pet life. And And Aster Whisper feels inspired to craft a new legend based on recent events. Some, He's hoping Windstar notices her improvement, frowns at Frostpaw for spending the whole morning grooming, and Suntooth is feeling perplexed. Okay. Run Sardine Freckle. Current Paw and Frostpaw. Okay. Okay. Current Paw wants to train, so let's train. While Current Paw and Sardine Freckle are out walking, Current Paw seems preoccupied. When Sardine Freckle brings their patrol to a halt and asks what's wrong, she reveals she's been having a hard time sleeping. Her dreams are filled with shadows and images. Current Paw isn't a kid anymore, and though Sardine Freckle tries to be gentle about it, she makes it clear that it's Current Paw's responsibility to make sure she's well rested and attentive for her training. Windstar takes Frostpaw out to see a big octopus a patrol spotted in one of Wishclan's rock pools. Proceed. Windstar points out the dangers of the creature, showing Frostpaw exactly how the octopus has no direction, that it can't move its limbs. As the octopus sways around in the rock pool waiting for the tides to free, it's dangerous, Windstar teaches, and Frostpaw wouldn't be able to predict how it can move in a fight, something to be careful of. Let's do a border patrol. Oh boy, so no. Okay. As the oaks are washed with brilliant color, Olivac heads out on a patrol to gather her last green leaves. Proceed. In the trees, Olivac finds don't look particularly safe to climb, and Olivac is forced to give up on the idea of oak leaf gathering for today. And the Bethany plants have started to dramatically give up on life as leaf fall progresses, so Jasmine Tail takes the opportunity to go harvest from them. Bethany is especially useful for cats who breathe with a rasp, and Jasmine Tail is always keen to help clanmates with the condition. With the Great Hall of Bethany Jasmine Tail brings back, she'll be able to dose her clanmates and prevent coughs and chest infections. Great! Alright, view dead. Is judging Flickerpaw. Okay. Okay. Alright. Time skip 1 moon. Olivac spends the evening regaling the clan with stories of the dead's token and the ghost who was trapped in a pool. Okay, Olivac thinks Frostpaw is a very good listener. And Olivac nearly tripped but was caught by Aster Whisper. Aw. Windstar complains about something Frostpaw did, and Windstar reveals something to Aster Whisper. Apparently Aster Whisper can relate. And a Buko Fire asks Sardine Freckle if her fur looks clean. And a Buko Fire backs up one of Sardine Freckle's claims during one of Sardine Freckle's arguments. And Aster Whisper includes Oliveback in a conversation that Oliveback struggled to join. Aster Whisper worries that Sardine Freckle isn't being honest with their relationship. Ooh. And Jasmine Tail has a friendly chat with Windstar that leaves them both feeling happy. Suntooth always wants to say hello to Oliveback first thing in the morning. Aww. Suntooth wanting to help their clanmates in shade. Okay. Suntooth says they hope Sardine Freckle has a nice day, and Flickerpaw wants to spend time with Sardine Freckle. Flicker Patch. And Currentpaw stands up for Frostpaw on a border patrol when confronted by another clan. Hopes he is a sign. Okay. Okay. And hmm. Okay. Camp and save clan. Okay. Let's put them on training. Windstar suggests this might be a good chance for the cats to practice new hunting techniques, particularly with apprentices present. Boy. Okay, let's try border patrol. The patrol finds a loner who is interested in joining the clan. They banter with the cat a bit to make them feel more welcome. Proceed. The patrol doesn't have to do much convincing. The loner seems happy to join the clan. Okay, Heartbright joined the clan. Okay, so Heartbright. And she's a calico. She's a bit older. Renowned hunter and clever. Oh yeah. Okay, good. We got a good amount of prey. The Coda leaf bear might have killed off a lot of greenery, but Oliveback knows that the dandelions are only plain dead. If she can get her paws on a plant, the roots will still hold fresh, milky white sap. Proceed. Ooh, but not only does the Oliveback end up soaked to the skin, she can't even find any dandelions under the snow, and she's left shivering violently by the time she returns to camp. Ooh, boy. Jasmine Tail pads along, mouth open slightly. She scents for any traces of herbs. Oh, she can smell some raspberries nearby, but it seems they're just over the border. Oh, I don't want to risk it. She decides that trespassing isn't worth it in this case. And right now it's Leaf Bear. Okay. Well, let's see. Can't find Jasmine Tail anywhere. And Olive Bag is happy that she chose a life of a medicine cat. Aww. And Jasmine Tail is taking a moment to appreciate some peace and quiet. Is Aster Whisper bugging her or something? Let me see. A Buko Fire will not allow herself to rest. And Heartbright is looking around the camp with wonder. And Suntooth is guarding the camp. And Sardine Freckle is finding a Buko Fire annoying. And Flicker Patch is having a nice conversation with the cats guarding camp. And Current Paw is fetching Aster Whisper for another cat who was looking for him. Oh! Current Paw's personality changed from bloodthirsty to fierce. Okay, I guess that's good. And Frostpaw thinks that he's the funniest cat around. Okay. Wait. Is proud of Aster Whisper for his leadership. Aww. Oh, Foggy Patch. Okay. Okay, so say it's a good time for a time skip. Flicker Patch accident. Oh. And let's see. Olive Back approves of Jasmine Tail's recent efforts. And some of Olive Back's favorite memories are with Jasmine Tail. Oh, that is so sweet. And Windstar does not take Aster Whisper's correction on something she said very well. Windstar wanting. Okay. And Current Paw gets riled up on Windstar's behalf during a debate. Abuko Fire has faith in Sardine Freckle. And Abuko Fire has been a little kinder to Frostpaw today. And Aster Whisper is frustrated with Jasmine Tail, but hears her crying alone and immediately feels guilty. Aww. Aster Whisper, Windstar, and Sardine Freckle had a nice talk while eating. Jasmine Tail and Aster Whisper bond over something small. Suntooth spends some time with Windstar, and they both end up understanding each other a little better. Windstar makes a crude remark about the clan to Sardine Freckle, and Sardine Freckle was caught enjoying a moonlit stroll with Aster Whisper last night. Oh, they were on a date. Aster Whisper points out that Flicker Patch's fresh kill has gone bad before he eats it. Okay. Current Paw explains what a joke means to Flickerpatch, and Sardine Freckle mentions that Frostpaw looks good today, and Heartbright madly misinterprets Windstar's words. And Heartbright listens to Flickerpatch's big plans for the day. Okay, so Windstar is fetching Current Paw for another cat who is looking for her. And Aster Whisper can't fight Heartbright anywhere. And Olive Back is drinking water from a nearby stream. And Jasmine Tail is hoping she finds an opportunity to slip back to her nest. And Abuko Fire is giving some advice to Current Paw. And Heartbright regrets not eating the bird on the fresh kill pile earlier. And Suntooth is finding Sardine Freckle annoying. Okay. And Sardine Freckle brought Jasmine Tail on Herb to identify. Flickerpatch is watching cats come and go from camp. And Current Paw won't stop asking why. And Frostpaw is showing off his battle moves. Okay, so something tells me that Frostpaw will eventually will end up being a great fighter with how much he likes to fight. Okay. Aster Whisper suggests this might be a good chance for the cats to practice new fighting techniques, particularly with Current Paw here to learn from them. Okay. While searching for some specific herbs, Jasmine Tail is startled by weird sounds and whispers on the wind. Proceed? Oh boy. Jasmine Tail follows the strange sounds on the wind and finds the body of an unknown queen with their kits beside them, slowly going cold. She cancels her patrol and returns to camp to get help sending these lost souls to StarClan. And I'll send you hunting. Heartbright very carefully walks to the water's edge and waits for her chance. When a fish is near, she hooks it out of the water with her claws. More fresh kill. As Suntooth passes along the sand between the waves and some rock pools, they find one of the oddest things they ever seen, an octopus on land. It's clearly headed for the ocean. Proceed. Suntooth pounces, feeling almost sorry for the sea creature, which is too small to put up much of a fight. Do not eat. Okay. So... Okay, so time skip 1 moon. Ceremonies. Windstar calls the clan to a meeting and declares Current Paw to be a warrior. She is now called Current Patch and is celebrated for her friendliness. Wishclan welcomes Frostfur as a new warrior, honoring his initiative. Abuko Fire is so proud of how far her child has grown. With a look of pride, Abuko Fire presents Frostfur with dry laurels as a congratulations. Aww. And Suntooth has gotten yellow cough. Oh no. Okay. Olive back on Abuko Fire debated something interesting for hours yesterday. And Olive Bag notices a strange glint in Frostpaw's eyes. And let's see, Jasmine Tail accidentally hurts Windstar during an argument between them. Oh boy. And Windstar didn't get the joke Olive Bag was telling. And Abuko Fire nods politely as Jasmine Tail passes by. Abuko Fire got tricked into doing one of Suntooth's chores. And Aster Whisper threatens to give Current Paw a terrible name. Oh boy. Clanmate accuses Jasmine Tail of copying one of Sardine Freckles' jokes. And Suntooth and Jasmine Tail have a race. Suntooth wins. Sardine Freckle reveals something to Heartbright. Apparently, Heartbright can relate. And Flickerpatch has a mock battle with Aster Whisper. And Frostfur laughs at bad jokes from Aster Whisper, and Heartbright sees Sardine Freckle be kind to one of Heartbright's friends. And Aster Whisper goes out of his way to help Heartbright with something without being asked. Aww. Okay, I need to change his name. Yeah, Frostbelly seems better. We already have a current flare. That's better. Okay, she's no longer bloodthirsty or fierce, and it's now charismatic. Okay. Let's see how's Heartbreak getting along with everyone. Ooh, not liking Windstar very much. And right now we don't have any apprentices. Let's see. Okay, let's try border patrol in case we might see someone who wants to join the clan. The patrol meets Wishclan, a clan they consider to be allies at the border. Proceed. The patrol has a nice conversation with them while marking on the recent weather before parting to continue patrolling. Relations with Wishclan have improved. Oliveback finds a nice spot to sun herself. The sunlight feels great, and Oliveback has a successful patrol. There's a limited selection of herbs Jasmine can even look for in Leafbear, but if she can remember where the wild garlic grew in Greenleaf, it's hers for the taking. Jasmine Tail returns to camp with stone-cold paws and new hatred for digging by carrying bulbs of garlic. Okay. No, I don't want to risk it. No, I don't want to risk that either. Flickerfatch finds a gray fox holding a mouse that would make a nice addition to Wishclan's fresh kill pile, and springs out to attack it, but the fox is just as keen to keep it as Flickerpatch is to win it, and he's injured in the resulting fight. Flickerpatch got a torn ear, and a very small amount of prey is brought to camp. Well, at least we got something. Current Flare stalks low to the ground, paws soft and light so as to not make a sound. Her jaws hang open to taste at the air, and a tingle of satisfaction shoots through her as she scents a nearby ground squirrel, scrounging in the sand for its stashed away food. Proceed. The wind shifts before the squirrel can react. Current Flare acts fast and leaps, stopping it from shrieking an alarm call with a quick nip to the back of the neck. Oh, please get good. Suntooth. Windstar sharpens her claws, and Aster Whisper startles Suntooth to get back at them for something or other. And Oliveback is picking the burrs from her pelt, and Jasmine Tail sneezes when a snowflake's landed on her nose. And Abuko Fire can't wait to take a nap later. And Heartbright saw some wandering two-legs today. And Suntooth is wondering if StarClan is watching over cats outside the clans. And Sardine Freckle is basking in the sun ray in the camp clearing. And Flickerpatch is thinking about a strange two-leg object he saw recently. And Current Flare is enjoying the sounds of nature. And Frostbelly plans to visit the medicine cat. Okay. Wait, I want to see. Is scheming. Stares through the fog mournfully, is sharpening her claws. Time skip 1 moon. Time has taken its toll, and Heartbright has noticed herself slowing down. She has worked tirelessly for many moons, but it's time for her to retire. Okay. So, Heartbright. Oh. Okay. And Olafak asks Sardine Freckle a simple question, but Sardine Freckle reacts strangely to it. I'm gonna guess that Olafak is being a sort of protective mama and asking her about Aster Whisper. Olafak thinks Jasmine Tail is very polite. Okay. And Windstar prevents something from falling on Sardine Freckle. And then Windstar and Sardine Freckle had a great time on the patrol. And Abuko Fire gets a little injured, and Frostbelly is the first to help. And Abuko Fire and Suntooth notice a cloud is shaped like a star. And Aster Whisper and Olivebag rolled up moss balls together. And Aster Whisper, wanting to help keep his clanmates in shape and ready for anything, woke Suntooth, Current Flare, Sardine Freckle, and Flicker Patch up early for morning stretches. And Jasmine Tail had a spat with Current Flare over a piece of prey on the fresh kill pile. And when discussing the future, Suntooth and Aster Whisper discussed the policies they implement in the clan of their own. Current Flare offered to groom Suntooth, and despite their grumbling, they awkwardly accepted. And Sardine Freckle can't believe how talented Jasmine Tail is. And Flicker Patch and Windstar roll up moss balls together. Abuko Fire surprises Current Flare with something nice. Frostbelly sees a glimmer of determination in Sardine Freckle's eyes. And Heartbright hears Windstar purring during a nap. And Suntooth gives Heartbright something that she dropped. Okay. Let's have them train together. So Aster Whisper and Sardine Freckle find a nice spot to sun themselves. The patrol doesn't get much done, lazing about and snapping each other. Oh. Border Patrol. The patrol comes across a small dog right on the border of Wishclan territory. Proceed. The Windstar hisses at the small dog, and the rest of her small team backs her up. The dog skitters back, yapping loudly, apparently shocked by the display. The patrol breaks out into yowls and caterwauls until the dog loses its nerve and runs from the Wishclan border into the distance. Flicker Patch heads out along the coast alone, wanting to sink his teeth into some prey and have some time to himself. Flicker Patch heads off to one of his favorite spots on the beach, a rocky shore with high highs and low lows, providing excellent ambush opportunities. And what do you know? He is bush. Or he was, as far as that big crab thought. Okay. Okay, we've got time. Suntooth is still sick. I'm getting worried about Suntooth. Let's see. who just talk to each other and is waiting for Flickerpatch to return to camp. And huh? Wait, what? Current flare like. Oh. Hold up a second. I see a bot in the chat. That must be dealt with. Okay. Okay. Didn't say thank you and okay. You know what? Switch to mediator. Oh, there you go. Okay then. Okay. And let's see, what's the Dark Forest up to? Time skip 1 moon. Jasmine Tail announced that she is expecting kits. Wait, Jasmine Tail is expecting kits? Wishclan wants to congratulate Jasmine Tail, but the Ryzen celebration is interrupted by Jasmine Tail snapping completely unprovoked that this pregnancy doesn't make her a wilting flower and she will not be moving her nest. Jasmine Tail? Okay, did not expect that. Okay, Windstar's runny nose has finally stopped. Windstar has gotten a stomachache. Ew. And Sun2's yellow cough is gone. Okay! Well, this is crazy. I was not expecting Jasmine Tail to be the first one of her siblings to have kits. Because right now, at the moment, she's the only one without a mate. And even though I did toggle like single cats can expect kids with an unknown second parent. Olivak sees the blood of Freshkill on Suntooth's paws and feels a prickle of discomfort. And Aster Whisper doesn't judge Olive back for being anxious about a bad dream. And Windstar thinks Currentflare did something incompetent. Okay. Windstar is becoming a little prickly. Windstar. Okay, Windstar, Olivek, and Sardine Freckle took a sunbath and had a little small talk. And Windstar sees Suntooth help a clanmate get unstuck from some brambles. A Book of Fire has a mock battle with Sardine Freckle. And a Book of Fire turns to Jasmine Tail in a time of need. And Aster Whisper covered for Jasmine Tail on something minor. Aster Whisper lets Jasmine Tail know that a clanmate was talking badly about her. Jasmine Tail can't imagine any cat other than Frostbelly as her mate. What? So Jasmine Tail became mates with Frostbelly? What? Suntooth can't remember a word for the life of them, but Frostbelly helps them remember. Remember it. And Sardine Freckle is still a little hurt by Frostbelly, but wants to try and make amends. I am flabbergasted by this. I was not expecting Jasmine Tail to take a mate, and Flickerpatch is jealous that Olivek got to go to the last gathering. She's the medicine cat, of course she'll go to the gathering. Currentflare and Suntooth talk about what they see in the clouds, and Currentflare goes out of her way to catch Suntooth's favorite prey. Aww. Frostbelly won't take Windstar seriously. Ooh. And Suntooth is boasting about their accomplishments to Heartbright, but Heartbright isn't impressed. Heartbright points out a nice rock for Frostbelly to sharpen his claws on. Hmm. Hmm. Again, not something I expected. Okay, I am now gonna base this off the head canon that everyone will start thinking that Frostbelly is the father of Jasmine Tail's kits. But Frostbelly is the only one. He does because he wasn't interested in her at the time. And, well, so. Hmm. So, Olive Ack is on a mission to find lungwort. Now that New Leaf is here, as the only reliable cure for yellow cough, she's determined that Wishclan would replenish their stocks of it. Okay. Okay. Astor Whisper suggests this might be a good chance to practice teamwork with his mate. Everything seems to be going well, then Sardine Freckle trips over her paws and introduces her muzzle to the ground at speed. Maybe they need to go back to the basics. Ooh. The patrol comes across a Shadow Clan apprentice waiting quietly at the border. When the apprentice notices the patrol, they press themselves to the ground begging to join Wishclan. Oh! Proceed. The patrol brings the apprentice back to camp. However, the clan is unwelcoming and... Oh! Oh, that's too bad. Her eyes daring Suntooth to say no. Karen Flare suggests hunting by the two lake dens. Uh, Proceed. The two legs here are friendly and a little careless. Suntooth takes Current Flare to hunt in their garden, but there's a new thing there. A strange, suspicious box, right? Wisely, Suntooth avoids it and warns Current Flare, and the two cats return to Wishclan territory. Okay. Hey! That's your mate! Okay. Okay. So far, there's been a reoccurring thing here about the medicine cats having kits and being the only ones that's been having kits. Time skip 1 moon. Desmond Tail is hoping for a big litter. She moves into the nursery, grumbling her protests all the way. And the world around her feels smaller slightly. Heartbright looks out and yearns for something unnameable. Okay. Okay, good, 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 good. But but seriously though, whose kids the who is the father of Jasmine Tail's kits? Oliveback is checking on Current Flare, and Current Flare makes a small sacrifice that benefits Oliveback. And Windstar can't stand hearing about how helpful Heartbright is. Windstar tells Sardine Freckles something that probably could have been kept private. And Abuko Fire had a dream about Oliveback. And Suntooth compliments Abuko's Fire's name. And Aster Whisper is grateful for something Sardine Freckle did. Aww. Windstar compliments Jasmine Tail's name. Jasmine Tail wanted to help keep her clanmates in shape and ready for anything woke. Oh, okay. Suntooth thanks Current Flare for covering for them during the patrol earlier. And Jasmine Tail guides Sardine Freckle to someone she is looking for. And when getting something to eat, Flicker Patch sees Windstar allow someone else to take her favorite prey. And Current Flare charms Aster Whisper with endless compliments. Eh? And the clan notices that Frostbelly and Flickerpatch always sit far away from one another. Ooh, boy. Okay, so Heartbright dispels a bad rumor about Abuko Fire. And Heartbright wanted to help. Okay. And Heartbright reveals something to Aster Whisper. Apparently, Aster Whisper can relate. Okay, he's looking forward to finding more prey as the snow melts. And Sardine Freckle missed a catch and is still sulking over it. And Flickerpatch is looking forward to finding more prey as the snow melts. And Current Flare wishes she had wings so she could catch birds easier. And Frostbelly wonders if he could handle Windstar's position. Okay. Patrol hears a cat begging for their housefolk to come back, just barely intelligible over the sound of a monster speeding away. Okay, Windstar finds a kitty had collapsed by the underpath, wailing for his housefolk. Windstar comforts him, asking why he was left here. The only explanation he has is that he's sick. Perhaps he was too much of a burden. Windstar offers him a place in Wishclan at least until he recovers. He tentatively accepts, looking longingly at the Thunderpath as he's led away. Honda. Honda? Okay. Now where is... Okay, that you are... Okay, so... So, Fire Flash. Okay. New Leaf should bring new leaves on the blackberry brambles. Olivac heads out to collect some. Sure enough, all along the trailing branches of the blackberry brambles, new leaves are poking towards the sun. Olivac carefully plucks them off, not taking too many. She wants this plant to supply the clan in future moons too. No. Okay. No. Please. Proceed. Paul spots the red fox he's tracked dipping into the shelter cove. He hangs back, he sneaks around until he sees the fox burying a fish for later. He simply waits for it to finish and leave, then creeps in to steal the fox's hard work, bringing the prize back to camp for the fresh kill pile. Sometimes winning a battle doesn't require fighting. Okay. Events. Time skip 1 moon. A litter of 3 kits! Jasmine Tail welcomes them happily and seems unperturbed by the lack of a partner in the nursery with her. Ooh. So, so there's Squid Kit, Frozen Kit, and Dove Kit. Hmm. Okay, so... Hmm, wait, so cute. Do not proceed. Why are they always so obsessed to going near there? It's a strange adventure. It's a strange adventure, odd and thrilling. Aster Whisper takes the lead. Both he and Sardine Freckle are wide-eyed and a little scared, in a fun way. Okay. Okay. And is fetching Fire Flash for another cat who was looking for him. And reminisces with Frostbelly about when they were kids. Water from the nearby stream. Okay. Okay. Ben's time skip 1 moon. Fireflash wishes to join the elders. The clan honors him in all the service Fireflash has given to them, even though Fireflash didn't really do anything. Frozen Kid has gotten heat and exhaustion. Oh no. Okay, Oliback thinks the prey Fireflash is biting into on the other side of the camp looks delicious. And Oliback and Squid Kid are chatting about what they're doing today. And Windstar and Jasmine Tail agree about something trivial. And Windstar covered for Squid Kid on something minor. Apuko Fire saw Aster Whisper the other day and did get a chance to meow hello. Apuko Fire thinks that a prey Current Flare is biting into on the other side of camp looks delicious. Okay. And Aster Whisper saw Windstar the other day but didn't get a chance to meow hello. And Current Flare is upset after spending the day with Jasmine Tail's bad attitude. Ooh. And Dove Kit's good morning to Suntooth meant a lot to them. And Sardine Freckle thinks of Aster Whisper as her best friend. Aww. And Flickerpatch and Sardine Freckle chat about clan news. Windstar bumped into Current Flare and didn't even apologize. And Current Flare, Frostbelly, and Nabucco Fire had a nice talk while eating. And Frostbelly and Squid Kid chat idly about the latest meeting. Heartbright and Frozen Kid trip over the same twig in camp. And Heartbright's clanmates notice that she talks a lot about Frostbelly. Uh, and Fireflash tells Suntooth something he hates about them. Oh boy. And Current Flare gives Fireflash something that he dropped. And Dove Kid mimics some of the training techniques Flicker Patch is doing. And Frozen Kid can tell Fireflash can worries about his health and safety. And Squid Kid helps Star figure out how to word something, which is pretty impressive for a kit. And Dove Kid, oh no, my goodness, that Dove Kid, it looks so freaking cute. Might as well make it official. Okay. Okay, and Windstar is sitting in the shade trying to hide from the heat. And Aster Whisper wants to get to know Frostbelly better. And Olive Back plays with some windswept catmint. And Jasmine Tail almost choked on her prey. Oh. And Heartbright is finding the buzzing of the cicadas annoying. He's listening to both sides of an argument, and Suntooth saw a cute pet with no fur at all. And Sardine Fruggle purrs as a cool breeze hits her. And Flicker Patch doesn't laugh at Apuko Fire's joke. And Current Flare is purring loudly. And Frostbelly can't sleep because of the bugs and the heat. And Fireflash thinks about StarClan, and Dove Kid can't keep up with Heartbright. And Frozen Kid is whining about the heat. And Squid Kid is scared after having a nightmare. Aww. Oh, they're just so precious babies. Okay. It's a good time for a time wait, gotta check. Befriend. Time skip 1 minute. Apuko Fire has gotten heat exhaustion, and Fireflash no longer has yellow cough. Oh. Oh boy. So Olive Back warns Jasmine Tail about something on the ground so Jasmine Tail doesn't trip. And Olive Back's friend says nice things about Jasmine Tail, but it just makes Olive Back jealous. Hey, that's her daughter! And Windstar, oh, is it because Olive Back is jealous that Jasmine Tail is getting everything that she needed during her pregnancy, like unlike how Oliveback did because her mate died. And Windstar learns some pelt grooming techniques from Dovekit and tells Dovekit some of her own. Windstar noticed Aster Whisper is doing his best today, and Apuko Fire wishes that a clanmate liked her as much as they like Jasmine Tail. Okay, so Flicker Patch always knows how to make Apuko Fire laugh. And Aster Whisper helps Jasmine Tail work through something difficult that happened to her. And Aster Whisper, Sardine Freckle, and Windstar had a nice talk with while eating. And an issue becomes benign when Jasmine Tail remembers Frostbelly's advice. And Suntooth can't seem to get a straight answer from Flickerpatch. And Suntooth goes out of their way to catch the current flare's favorite prey, and Squid Kid asks Sardine Freckle to stop following her around. Oh, my guess Sardine Freckle is just making sure Squid Kid doesn't get into any mischief. You know, making sure she's safe and inside the camp. And Flickerpatch and Heartbright talk about what they see in the clouds. And an injured butterfly lands in front of Current Flare and Squid Kid. And they take turns nurturing it for a few days until it can fly again. And Frostbelly is faced with a tough decision and wonders what Heartbright would do. And Dovekid always knows how to make Heartbright laugh. Aww. The Heartbright and Jasmine Tail try to say tongue twisters. And Fireflash learns how much effort Current Flare put into learning something. And Fireflash didn't tell Jasmine Tail, but the feather stuck to her face. Jasmine Tail spent a whole day looking silly, and Dovekid got tricked into doing one of Apuko Fire's chores. Apuko Fire! Why? That is a kit! Deaf Kid has to help Frozen Kid stop choking on a huge bone. Why? Why did you have a huge bone in your throat? You're a little kit! Squid Kid can't stand hearing about how helpful Current Flare is. Oh, I hope Frozen Kid gets better. Hold on. I'll be right back. I gotta take a small break. I'll be right back. everyone, I am back. So, let's get to it. Let's see. Uh, he's helping clean out the nursery. Oh, Squid Kid. There's something about this little baby that is so cute. The patrol hears a cat begging for their housefolk to come back, just barely intelligible over the sound of a monster speeding away. Proceed. Windstar finds a kitty pet collapsed by the thunderpath, wailing for her housefolk. Windstar comforts her, asking why she was left here. The only explanation she has is that she's sick. Perhaps she was too much of a burden. Windstar offers her a place in the Wishclan, at least until she recovers. She tentatively accepts, looking longingly at the thunderpath as she's led away. Boba joined the clan. So Boba. Hmm. And is 51 moons old. Boba Stripe. Oh boy. Proceed to. Okay. At least some prey. Proceed. Oh, currently, current flare is seen by two legs and locked, hissing and spitting in the monster's den. Overnight, she discovers that a broken window is just wide enough to push herself out to safety through, but the grass leaves her bleeding as she runs back to Wishclan. Oh boy. So now we have Time skip 1 move. Okay, Abuka Fire managed to recover from her heat exhaustion, and Aster Whisper has gotten white cough, and Jasmine Tail finally feels back to normal after the strain of birthing a litter. And Current Flare has made a full recovery from the blood loss she suffered, and Frozen Kid managed to recover from his heat exhaustion. Oh, thank goodness. But I'm still worried about Aster Whisper. Olivec thinks that Current Flare is so easy to get along with. And Olivec realizes that she misunderstood something about Jasmine Tail. And Windstar is surprised by Suntooth being thoughtful. And because Suntooth is like the jokester in the clan. And Windstar trains playfully with Dovekit. And Abuko Fire snaps at Jasmine Tail to leave her alone. And Abuko Fire thinks Sardine Freckle is being thoughtful of others. And Aster Whisper learns something new about a clanmate from Windstar. Jasmine Tail and Olivec accidentally startle one another. Jasmine Tail, Frostbelly, and Aster Whisper took a sunbath and had a little small talk. Suntooth is taken aback by one of Frozen Kit's comments. And Suntooth, wanting to help keep their clanmates in shape and ready for anything, woke Sardine Freckle, Boba Stripe, Flicker Patch, and Heartbright up for early morning stretches. And Sardine Freckle thinks Olivec is being thoughtful of others. And Flicker Patch tries to say something rude, but Aster Whisper just laughs at it. And Flicker Patch was complimented by another clan during the recent gathering, but Current Flare wasn't. Current Flare wanting, and Fire Flash points out a constellation to Frozen Kit. And Dovekit didn't expect an apology from Sardine Freckle, but accepted it regardless. The clan is very uncomfortable whenever Frozen Kid talks about Fire Flash. Okay. And Dovekit points out to Squid Kit that a spider is in her nest before she sits in it. And Boba Stripe is helping that Current Flare notices her. And Boba Stripe was scolded for something Dovekit gets praised for. Okay, leaps into a pile of fallen leaves is annoying older cats. And, wait. And, plans to visit a innocent cat. Aw. So, he wants to visit Jasmine Tail, I bet. And is finding a book of fire annoying. And Flicker Patch leaps into a pile of fallen leaves, and Sardine Freckle cleans the clearing of fallen leaves. And Flicker Patch is just making it worse. Suntooth catches extra play for Reef Player. And Boba Stripe is wondering just how good at swimming she really is. Abuko Fire can't keep up with Heartbright, and Heartbright is listening to both sides of an argument. And Jasmine Tail takes a fresh kill Suntooth was saving specifically because they were saving it. Okay, and Olivec excitedly asks Squid Kid if she knows any good games. Hold on. There was something in my eye. I'm glad it's not so hot out anymore. And Windstar is giving some advice to Squid Kit. Hold on. Hello? minute. I will be right back. Hey everyone, I'm back. Sorry about that. Okay. Okay. Well, actually, I need them all to hunt. She's interrupted by two legs, but it's a successful hunt. Okay, good. Seriously, there are so many wandering into two-leg places. As Jasmine Tail pads through Wishclan territory, she feels a presence join her. With a respectful nod, Jasmine Tail pauses, tucks her paws together neatly, and sits to converse with the StarClan cat. Okay. 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 Time skip 1 moon. Sardine Freckle announced that she is expecting kits. Life goes on for now. She'll move into the nursery, but not this moon. Squid Kid has gotten kitten cough. Oh no. I am worried for these kids. I want them to survive. Patrol comes across the turtle. Patrol catches the turtle. Oh! No! Takes a what? Okay, we got a huge amount of prey, but oh yeah, I haven't checked the. Star tried on an accessory that Suntooth threw away, but realized Suntooth looked better in it. Buko Fire had a terrible dream about Frozen Kit, and Astro Whisper had noticed that Atapuco Fire isn't doing a lot of work lately. Jasmine Tail apologizes to Olive Back, but Olive Back doesn't know why. Frostbelly won't stop complaining to Suntooth, and Sardine Freckle just barely missed a mouse, but Astro Whisper caught it right after, handing it off to her. Fireflash won't tell Flicker Patch what's got him acting weird, and Current Flare sees Jasmine Tail whispering suspiciously to a clanmate. And Frostbelly is grateful that Current Flare has kept a secret of his. And Frostbelly brought Heartbright some dry bedding. Heartbright asks Frozen Kid how he's doing. And Fireflash sees Frostbelly help a clanmate get unstuck from some brambles. Yeah. Okay, so sorry. Okay. Oh, Current Flare announced that she is expecting kids. Okay. Okay, she doesn't believe she can efficiently perform her duties while expecting kids and decides to move into the nursery. Okay, Sardine Freckle hopes the litter will be small. I think. What? Okay. Sardine Freckle has realized that She-Cat doesn't describe how they feel anymore. So Sardine Freckle identifies as a Tom now? Fireflash was trying to fluff up his nest when he saw a thorn inside of his bedding. Another prank, but it could not fool him. Frozen Kid has gotten kitten cough. Oh. Oh, come on. That's most of the kids by now. While searching for some specific herbs, Jasmine Tail is startled by weird sounds and whispers on the wind. Sure that is a sign from StarClan, Jasmine Tail follows the faint wailing. Instead, she finds a queen who lost their life in a harsh kidding. Their newborn kids clinging to a body that will never move again. Jasmine Tail instantly wraps herself around the kids and starts thinking about what she'll need to do to move them to camp. Elliot's ghost now wonders. Magpie Kid joined the clan. Heart Kid joined the clan. Chirp Kid joined the clan. Ooh. So Magpie Kid, Heart Kid, and Chirp Kid. I'm gonna change your name. Because we already have Lupine? Lupine Kid, that sounds good. Let's see, boba stripe. I'm gonna make boba stripe. Adopt them. Okay. Oh. Okay, good. Hmm. Oh boy. I'm nervous. I am so nervous. Oh boy. Okay, time skip 1 moon. Aster Whisperer has been impatient for the end of Sardine Freckle's pregnancy, so when he hears Sardine Freckle has gone into labor, he drops what he's doing, sprints for the nursery where Sardine Freckle is bringing a litter of 2 kids into the world. Current Flare hopes the litter will be small. She feels overwhelmed at the idea. Kindenkopf has killed Frozen Kid. No! Frozen Kid was so important to Jasmine Tail. How could the world be so cruel as to take him away from her? In the dead of night, she wails in the vast sky, unable to fathom StarClan's cruelty. She glares up at Silverpell, gouging the earth with shaky claws. No! As Dovepal touches noses with Suntooth, she hopes that there'll be a cool mentor that won't assign boring tasks, anything but gathering moss or tick duty. Squidpaw silently swears StarClan to do her best as for the clan as she touches noses with Frostbelly. Hmm. Old kit and air kit. Meow 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 meow. The patrol heading back to camp with a good haul of fish sees a pod of dolphins chattering at them. Suntooth offers the dolphins some of the patrol's fish catch. Good relations with the dolphins are more important than a few fish. They are surprised to see the dolphins offering a few soggy herbs in return, and they accept them with gratitude and grace. A medium amount of prey is brought to camp. Oak leaves was gathered. As the patrol spreads out to hunt, Squidpaw admits she thinks she had a vision from Starkland last night. Squidpaw notices Frostbelly looking at her enviously and withdraws from the rest of the patrol, dismissing the dream as unimportant. Hmm? Windstar heads off to one of her favorite spots on the beach, a rocky shore with highs and lows. I feel so bad. Oh! Lupine Kid has different colored eyes. Okay, the clan is getting bigger now. Time skip 1 moon. Jasmine Tail announced that she is expecting kits again! Wishclan wants to congratulate Jasmine Tail, but the rise of celebration is interrupted by Jasmine Tail snapping, completely unprovoked, that this pregnancy doesn't make her a wilting flower and she will not be moving her nest. In the quiet of the nursery and the nest they spent so long preparing, Flare and Suntooth welcome a litter of 3 kits! Bull Kid is scolded after sneaking out of camp. Oh no. Okay, think. You know what? Manage. Switch to Medicine Cat Apprentice. And Air Kit, Bull Kit. Ibis Kit and Fog Kit. And Gossamer Kit. Now let's see. Oh no. Oh, Squid Kit. This is a very sad time for Squid Kit, her mother, her sister, and that is just a punch in the gut. No. Hmm. Oh boy. Time skip 1 moon. Wolf. Windstar has gotten cream cough. Oh. At least these two are doing better. Oh wait. Hmm. Grateful to Jasmine Tail for her treatment. Saw two-legged kid playing with a kitty pet. And Suntooth brags about their latest exploits to any cat that will listen. And Bobo Stripe is feeling peckish. And Boko Fire is playing a prank on Volkit. digs and digs, but eventually she has to admit failure and give up the search for Bird Dog. The cold has reached, and eventually loses his strength to get home as well. No! 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 No, she lost two of her kids. Oh dear. Windstar announced that she is expecting kits. Life goes on for now. She will move into the nursery, but not this moon. What? Jasmine Tail and Frostbelly's eyes meet over her litter of three kits, full of love for their growing family. For the past moon, Squidpaw has taken their place in StarClan. Wishclan mourns their loss, and their clanmates will miss the spot they took up in their lives. Moments of their life are shared in stories around the circle of mourners as those that were closest to them take to their final resting place. Flicker Patch was found and brought back to the safety of the clan. Green Cough has taken Windstar's life. The leader has 8 lives left. And Jasmine Tail and Frostbelly's eye. Okay. Sardine Freckle finally swells back to normal after the strain of birthing a litter. I'm so sad about Squid Kit. Or Squid Paw. Okay. kidding me? Time skip 1 moon. Heart Bride is now expecting kids. Okay. She's keen to move into the nursery quickly, as though by doing so her litter will get the message and appear sooner. Oh boy. Let's have them travel together. No. Don't want to lose any more. See, it's New Leaf right now. Oh, there's Pelican Kit. Okay, let's see. Time skip. Just making sure. Time skip 1 moon. A litter of 2 kits, Windstar welcomes them happily and seems unperturbed by the lack of a partner in the nursery with her. Apuko Fire announced that she is expecting kits. There's so much that needs to be done. She can't just settle. She can't settle down yet. Heartbright is hoping for a big litter. Couldn't miss today. Such a bright day, perfect for a walk. That was until Chirpaw detected another scent, a foul one. He recoiled, but not before long claws slashed down across his face. Later, Wishclan found only blood and the scent of a predator at the scene. Oh, no. Oh, no. The clan's getting bigger, but there's so much death. Wait, these kids, they are half clan? Oh boy. Okay. Aster Whisper is surprised when Lupine Paw makes a mistake on a simple move. Aster Whisper thought she had mastered. Before Aster Whisper can say anything, Lupine Paw runs out of the training grounds. When Aster Whisper finds her huddled in the camp, she sobs out a confession. She'll never be ready to be a warrior. Aster Whisper lashes his tail. Of course Lupine Paw will never be a warrior if she thinks like that. Wishclan doesn't want warriors who think like that. Half of glory, he explains, is believing you deserve it. Aster Whisper challenges Lupine Paw. Focus on that. When Aster Whisper and Lupine Paw return to the training grounds, the other trainees notice Lupine Paw fighting with a newfound vigor. Oh, I see. Yeah, they're two of a kind. Broken bone? I just can't catch a break, can I? Oh no. Current. Oh dear. Shouting at the birds in the trees above, and Jasmine Tail is checking up on the warriors. And Dove has so much to learn, and Heartbright is wondering what living with two legs must be like. And Abuko Fire wonders what Windstar is up to. And Boba Stripe tries to set a good example for younger cats. And Suntooth is looking forward to finding more prey as the snow melts. And Sardine Freckle wonders what Fire Flash is up to. And Ficker Patch is relieved Leaf Bear is finally over. Air Kid is very engaged in a very, very tall tale. Magpie Paw doesn't think she will ever be the same without Chirp Paw. Oh! Told a fun story at Chirp Paw's vigil. Fireflash knows he has served Wishclan well. Actually, you joined the elders as soon as you joined the clan. I think about it. Let's change you to a mediator. Let's see. Wants to work hard to impress Mumbleclit. Regrets not eating the bird on top of the fresh kill pile earlier in his weapon against the warrior's legs. And cowers in his nest during a particularly rough storm. Purrs as a cool breeze hits her. And is pretending to be prey for Mumbleclit to hunt and chase, and is annoying. Cats wants to follow the medicine cat everywhere. Okay, events and time skip. Wait. Doveg? Ibis Kit watches from the side with a jealous glint in his eyes. Ooh! Dovepaw is taken to speak with StarClan. She is given the name Dovegg, and is now a full medicine cat of the clan. Even though he is excited to finally be made an apprentice, it takes a bit of coaxing by Sardine Freckle for Airkit to step forward for his ceremony. Sardine Freckle watches in pride as he's named Airpaw and touches noses with current flare. Volpaw has reached the age of 6 moons and has been made an apprentice. Fireflash has been impatient for the end of Heartbright's pregnancy, so when he hears Heartbright has gone into labor, he drops what he's doing and sprints for the nursery, where Heartbright is bringing a litter of 2 kits into the world. Yay! Oh boy. The clan's getting bigger. Okay, I'm now going to... turn that off, because now we are... Okay. So, Pebble Kit and Burnett Kit. Oh, look at Dove Egg. She's a good egg. Oh, and her personality changed from lonesome to adventurous. She was mentored by Suntooth and Oliveback. Suntooth influenced her to be more likely to be ready for a fight. Oliveback influenced her to be more likely to behave erratically. Oliveback helped her become better at remembering lore. When she graduated, she was honored for her spirit. She graduated at 12 moons old. Had to fix an argument between the kids. Again. Wonders what Burnett Kid is up to. And knows Pelican Kid will make a great clanmate someday. Okay. She has so many grandkids now. Look at all that. And 2 of them died. Hmm. Wait. Okay. First, we need to go hunting. Aster Whisper shows his strength, leading the fight against a gray fox. By working together and keeping it distracted, the cats harry and harass the fox until it gives up and runs. And oh, you could have taken the herbs. Eh. Time skip 1 moon. Fire doesn't feel ready to be a parent to this litter of 2 kids, but she promises to the tiny failing limbs by her side that she'll do her best. She swears on StarClan itself. Ibis Kit runs up to the front of the crowd, eager to get his new name. When he's called Ibis Paw for the first time, Current Flare and Suntooth's voices can be heard the loudest as the clan welcomes the new apprentice. Fog Kid runs up to the front of the crowd, eager to get her new name. When she's called Fogpaw for the first time, Current Flare and Suntooth's voices can be heard the loudest as the clan welcomes the new apprentice. Watching with pride as Gossamer Paw is named and given to Suntooth to apprentice under, Current Flare knows that they were a good choice. Well, that's the father. Teasel Kid was playing with crow feathers earlier and decides to wear some of them. And Heartbright and Fireflash had a huge fight and broke up. Ooh dear. See, Gold Kit and Whistle Kit. Oh. Oh my gosh, she is so pretty. Okay, was that the last cat who was pregnant? Okay. Okay, Gossamer Paw practices his hunting on a smooth rock he found. Mm. Volpa is ambitious just like his mom. Or wait, just like his trans father. I mean, or, yeah. Grand Flare? Hmm. Hmm. So cute. Uh, I think I might end this soon. Chris is a squirrel that just got away. And is sharing tongues with Fireflash, wondering what the inside of a two-legged den looks like, and Magpie Paw was found napping in the warrior's den. He's awkwardly deflecting kids' questions about where kids come from. And wants to go hunt. Make sure to wake up early to train. kind of walk out into territory, and Fogpaw is sitting in the shade trying to hide from the heat. And Gossamer Paw is practicing his hunting on a smooth rock he found. And Mumble Kid is pestering Ibis Paw for a badger ride. Aw. And Lyre Kid is batting pebbles across the camp clearing. And Pelican Kid is buzzing up after swallowing a cicada. And Twig Kid is sitting in the shade trying to hide from the heat. And Teasel Kid is mourning the lost potential of Chirpaw. Burnett Kid is recently took a tumble off a log. Is too good at playing hide and seek. Well, I think now's a good time to call it a day. So, thank you who have come to watch my stream. Don't forget to check out my Ko-fi page where I do art commissions. So, and I could really use the support right now. And I wish you all a wonderful life. Okay? Okay. Bye!